What I do is tricking. Tricking is a young sport, hasn't been around for a very long time, much like skateboarding or anything like that. But it's starting to make its move forward into the public eye within the past 4 or even 5 years. What started it off was it was martial artists who, were doing jump kicks and, jump split kicks and kind of doing these katas with, some type of aerial kicking, eventually evolved to incorporating gymnastics, even some b-boying, some capoeira, and we kind of built our culture off of the essence of those things. We kind of take and choose what we saw would be cool and kind of incorporated it into our forms. And eventually it started to step away from being on a platform of competition in a form and just became like its own thing. Tricking became its own sport away from martial arts. People now start to get together and do tricks and build off each other and say, hey, well, what if we do this? Or, hey, like when we were filming, can you do this even more? Or does it work like that? And that's kind of how we built off each other, and we started developing this little sport that started off as something you do in the grass or at the beach or, with some friends in a school, karate school, to now it's like something you see in music videos and movies and it's in commercial. It's getting out there. So my favorite stuff to do really is, anything from like snap and swipes, which is like our 540 into a twist, even swing throughs, gainer switches, cork swing throughs, variations like that. I'm into all that stuff a lot. I like variation, I like to be able to do one move, but also be able to do that same one move at least 3 to 4 different ways, so that way you have a lot of variety to run with and play around with. But usually whenever I trick, when I do corks, when I do butterfly twists, even if I do like a round off full, a cartwheel full, I like to incorporate some kind of kicking or some kind of martial arts into it. It kind of gives me a practical feel to it, it's not like I'm just kind of flipping and twisting like gymnasts. To me it kind of keeps it alive that it's martial arts and not just parkour or gymnastics or something like that. It gives it its own feel, because even though we twist similar to gymnastics and capoeira, it makes it different when we throw round kicks and hook kicks into it or side kicks, and it kind of gives a raw feel to it. That's my style. I like to try and stay away from doing too much of the twisting or too much of the gymnastics. I like to keep it in with the martial arts still.